What is up, everybody? We are officially live. Welcome in to, I guess, surprising live that I didn't think I was going to be doing until the other day since I found out I was going to be winning some raffles. What's going on, Rick Owens? Yes, we definitely got to speak on what happened this morning. I'm wearing the brand that was very much so a disappointment, specifically, maybe not so much the brand itself, but an employee that was the security person there. We are definitely going to be talking about him in this live tonight. But for those of you guys who are new into my lives, this is a way for us to basically get warmed up and ready to go for my already pre-edited video that I'm going to be doing on, I don't know if you guys can see back here, if you recognize these, but some Jordan 4 retros in the UNC colorway. Pretty stoked for you guys to see this lookbook. It was a beautiful day here in New York City, so it makes it nice when you're not uncomfortably freezing outside trying to film. What's going on, Ricardo? Sean Rumbosk in the house. We got Jennifer Blue Lightning with 100 subscribers. Congrats, Blue Lightning. That is quite the achievement. Jennifer, we are definitely going to get in some chat about the security guide this morning. For those of you guys who didn't catch my Coffee with Shade this morning, be sure to go back and watch that in full detail so you guys can actually see what happened to me. What's going on, David Garrido? Adam in the house. The no plugs, David. Just a lot of sweat, tears, and hard work going on with how I procured these shoes. Let me tell you. What's going on, Tim Cruz, Stephen E. Williams, Auntie? What's going on tonight, everybody? I hope you guys are having a great evening, and I'm excited to show you guys this lookbook. So we are going to be showing that lookbook in about 17 minutes. What's going on, Yamari and Mace? Uriel in the house. What's going on, Kinnear? We are halfway through that hump day. Happy boba, actually. We got some, it's International Boba Day for those of you who are fans of boba. David Garrido with the $2.99 donation. It means the world to the channel. All right. Hopefully you guys were able to pick up some W's today. Definitely hit me in this chat right now if you guys took some W's. I know that this was a little bit more of a difficult drop. What's going on, Jem? What are you going for tomorrow's Supreme drop? Jen, we are actually going to be putting up that Supreme drop list tonight. So you guys, if you're looking forward to watching me talk about the Supreme items that are going to be dropping tomorrow and what I'm going to be going for in store, be sure to stay with me all night. It's going to be a fun night together, you guys. We got 3 videos going out tonight. Actually, 4 in total for the day. The Shade community does not sleep. We are going to be pumping out content all night long. So definitely, if you guys have nothing else going on tonight, I hope that you stay with us all night long as we pump out this content for you. Picked up 2 W's from Hibbit and Champs earlier today. Juan, congratulations. Yeah, Jen, you got to go get some boba. There's got to be some late night spots. They're still open up tonight. Go get yourself some boba, you guys. It is International Boba Day. Did I hear about the boba shortage? I did. There is a boba shortage, and I also heard about a ketchup packet shortage, which is very random. What is going on, Alicia? Yes, this is a great sports bra top. It is so hot in my apartment right now, but I don't think you guys are hopefully complaining about this. It is like 80 degrees in here. W on the A-MA-MANIERE, L on the UNC. Cesar, well, listen, that is definitely a good trade-off there. W after going through hell, E. Williams. Listen, it all makes it worth the effort when we go through all of these obstacles. I feel like it makes that W just taste so much better. That is, by the way, why I do these coffee with shades for you guys, because I want you to know that I'm out there with you struggling to cop these shoes. I'm not walking through a back door picking them up. I'm literally having to go and actually procure these raffles. I'm waiting in these lines. I am with all of you working my ass off trying to get these shoes, and I'm taking L's left and right too. Got one W of the year, Morgan Kate. I'm going to send some positive affirmations out there to you, Morgan. You're going to be taking more W's. L's all month long for young samurai. Listen, we all have our ups and downs, but you know what? We can always just go straight back up to the top. So, sending you good vibes. Thanks, Adam. I always try and send you guys luck, but you know what also helps that luck is hitting that like button. If you guys have not already hit that like button, and if you're not even subscribed to the channel, be sure and go and do that right now, as well as turn those notifications on, because we legit have so much content out that I don't want you guys to miss out on it. I can't even talk really about like how much is going to be coming out this week. And I already took a W on a raffle tomorrow. So just to let you guys know, there will be an afternoon with Shade tomorrow. I'm going to be picking up a pair of Sakai's. You guys are going to have to stay tuned to see what color I was able to snag. So I'm actually going to try hardcore tomorrow to try and procure the other colorway that I did not get. But definitely hit those notifications so you guys know what shoes I'm actually going to be going for. Rick Owens with the $1.99 donation. Thank you so much, Rick, and all of those who've donated today. It really does truly mean the world to the channel. So again, we got some crazy drops coming out still. We got some Travis Scott's releasing on Friday. Sending you guys all good vibes and good luck for those W's on Friday. It's going to be a tough one. Travis Scott's are always a rough one to try and cop, but I have faith that the Shade community is going to do well this week. And the Flints are going to be dropping in that beautiful red colorway on Saturday. So we'll see if we're able to do another coffee with Shade. We are just going at it with coffees with Shade all week long. What is going on, Kicks for Fresh girl? It is always a pleasure to have you in here. Guys, if you are not following Kicks for Fresh, go and hit her up on her channel. She does amazing drops, and she's going to be teaching me some moves one of these days so I can get some dances on my videos as well. What's going on, Alicia? Good to have you in here, girl. Sending all the luck I can to all of you guys. What's going on, Ben O'Connor? And tonight, you from the UK or the US? I am 100% from the USA, all the way. Kith or Supreme. Listen, Kith is on my shit list right now after what happened to me today. Just a little quick recap for those of you who were not with me this morning for Coffee with Shade. I went to basically go wait in line to pick up my raffle win at Kith in the AM. And when I went to the security guard, he basically looked at me and immediately said that the store was closed and it doesn't open till noon, which of course, obviously I see like this massive line in front of me. And he kind of moves me off to the side, takes licenses from these other guys that are behind me. And I'm looking at him like, what the hell? You weren't going to ask me for my license and for my confirmation? Like, what in, your right mind made you think that I came here just to go shopping in the store? I actually wasn't capable of actually copying a shoe or not worthy of having your time to basically be looked at as someone who could have potentially been on your list. I mean, the audacity that this guy had, the nerve that he had, just basically stereotyping me. I was the only female in line today. I was surrounded by males, and it was obvious that I was targeted as somebody who didn't belong in that line. And, I know this may be a little bit too much shade, but I gotta vent, you guys, because this needs to stop. These guys in line didn't say anything. I want to hear from you guys as well. Like, if you're a male and you see this happening to a female, would you stand up for them? Obviously, this was completely wrong. Everyone was listening because, you're standing in line. Like, where else are you going to go? You have nowhere else to go till they let you in to be able to purchase your shoes. So, there was a good amount of people who basically heard me go off on this guy, and I straight up asked him, I was like, why are you stereotyping me? Why did you have to say that the store was closed? Why was that the first thing that came out of your mouth when you saw me go to get into the line? Was it, oh, she's a female? There's no way that she entered this raffle. There's no way she could have won this raffle. I mean, just, it's like imagining, you know, even the content and color of my skin. Like, would you judge me as far as like whether or not I deserve to win a raffle based on my color of skin? No, it's not okay. And that's the same as being a woman. You do not deserve to get looked over as a woman when it comes to sneakers, you know, and we really have to, as a community, say that this is not okay so that this doesn't continuously happen to us ladies out there. You know, it's hard enough for us to procure shoes, but then to have to deal with these hardships in going to get them, I mean, it's ridiculous. We're in 2021. Like, come on. You have no excuse to treat women this way when it comes to going in to pick up a raffle. Why do you have to make it so difficult on us when we already have obstacles that are in front of us? You know, and so this guy really truly needs to learn a lesson that anytime a female goes to look like they seem that they maybe want to check in, see if their name's on the list, and confirm to pick up their shoes, you know, you should treat her in the same fairness that you would treat anyone else going into the line. So yeah, guys, that was my rant. Definitely kicks for fresh. It's messed up, you know, but I'm glad that I'm able to experience these things live so that you guys actually see the hardships that, you know, a woman kind of goes through when it has to do with picking up and procuring shoes. I can't even script this. I mean, you can't even make this stuff up in New York. It just happens right in front of your eyes. And it's just like, wow, I feel like I couldn't even as a writer write this out. It's just these crazy experiences that you never thought still were in existence in our culture. But here again, experiencing some type of sexism, once again, trying to pick up my raffle shoes. It's crazy. Especially when we're copying manual, the resellers hugging all the pairs. Agreed with you, Kicks for Fresh. Ben O'Connor, were you wearing feet to pick up your fours? I was in my Yeezy foam runners picking up my fours. I don't think the guy had any clue what shoes I was wearing. I think he probably thought I'd pick those up at the local grocery market and just needed to put something on my feet because he looked at me as if I didn't belong wearing my Kith Calvin Klein exclusive partnership hoodie that sold out within seconds. I mean, he had no clue who he was talking to, unfortunately. But I do hope at some point he learns the lesson after I spoke up to him. And I was like, you can't treat people like this. This is not okay. Not just people in general, women. And I said, look at the line. Now look at me. Women win raffles too. And I want you to remember that. And I really hope he remembers that. And he doesn't do that to another woman that goes into that line to pick up a raffle. Imagine if the last two guys behind you took the last remaining pair. Exactly, Young Samurai. Like, that could have potentially happened. I mean, that's the problem, you know, when you go to pick up these pairs, sometimes they run out of your size and they're kind of like, shit out of luck. You know, what other size would you like? That's the potential of something like that happening, you know, and I got there early for a reason. And it was just incredibly unfair how I was treated. It was disrespectful. It was sexist. It was discriminatory, you know, in all realms. And no one stood up for me in line, which is really sad. You know, if I saw that happening to another girl, I would have stood up for her. But it's just really sad, you know, part of the sneaker culture and the community. They watch things like this happen, but in their own selfish ways, they want to just skip ahead in line because they're thinking about themselves, you know, and it's not just about being selfish, but it's seeing somebody who is literally being degraded right in front of your eyes. And you know that she's being cheated, and you know that, you know, a woman is very much so a minority in this community, and you're not going to stand up for her. I mean, it's just really, really sad. What's going on, Ariel? Welcome in, Sean Gunner. I really did have some hype stuff. I don't think the security knew what he was even looking at, to be honest. I really don't. What's going on, MBF? Thanks, David Ellis. I appreciate that. I mean, this guy that was the security guy deserves some smoke, but I went off on him in front of his boss. So definitely the boss was kind of trying to figure out what was going on. I don't hit on every raffle, Danny. This was just a real lucky day. E. Williams, you don't miss NYC. It's rough out here in NYC, you guys. I gotta be real with you. Like, if you live in a city like this and you make it out here, you gotta have tough, thick skin with some of the people that you have to deal with. You know, and this guy tried to walk all over me and I was just not having it. I was like, I'm literally going to bring this up and I'm going to be loud about it. So if you thought that maybe I was going to just kind of stand back quietly and get in the line behind these people that you allowed to cut me, no. No, sir. You need to learn a lesson today. Mama didn't teach you right on how to treat women. And unfortunately, we have to go through this embarrassing lesson in front of all these people sitting in line. And I hope that you remember this. And if I see him again, I'm going to actually just, reassess the situation and remind him. Do you remember I'm the one girl that you decided to just walk up to and tell, hey, I'm sorry, our store is closed. Basically, you don't belong here. I feel like Julia Roberts, I feel like I need to walk back into that store with like a Richard Gere or something and just go like splurge millions of dollars just to be like, you know what? Actually, no, you're not good enough. I'm not going to go in the store. I'm not going to spend my money here. Like, go screw yourselves. That's kind of what I feel like. Wow. So we've got a lot of people jumping in here. I hate NYCJK. I love it, but the people are just rude. Listen, there's some cons and pros so much about New York. I mean, obviously for the sneaker realm, it is the perfect place to live. We're close to New Jersey. You're close to other states. So you can also get shoes in other areas and you don't have to go so far. But definitely there are some rude people here. I'm a small town girl. I was raised to respect others and to treat others the way that I wanted to be treated in life. So, I've never, ever thought to disrespect anybody, to be rude to anybody. I've always just been, a sweet human being because that's how I want to be treated by others. What's going on, Joker? Harley, according to JC, in the house. Sean Gunner facts, bro. I'm born and raised in Philly. Listen, E. Williams, that's where my fam is from. My dad's from Philly, so I definitely have been around the block in Philly, been around the block in Albuquerque as well. Bogged in with the NYC, it's different. This is very, very much so true. It's a great city, but there's also some cons about it. Unfortunately, the Seattle area doesn't hit for sneakers like back east. Yeah. Seattle is just definitely not the same realm as New York by far. There's no way. What a great model for women. Glad I found this account. Henry, appreciate it. Listen, ladies, like any of you women that are here, like I am here to support you, to help support you in any of your endeavors. Kicks for Fresh, girl, you know already, like I'm a huge supporter of you, and any help or any support that you ladies need, I am here. And let this channel be an outlet for you to speak your mind as well. I want all of you guys to have your voices, and if you're going through hardships, like you got to talk about it, because a lot of people don't know what's actually going on in the sneaker community. And that's why I do, these live videos, so that you guys can see firsthand what I'm actually experiencing, what I'm going through, because it's one thing to show it, it's another thing to talk about it, but I want to take action. I want you guys to actually feel and see the emotions and the rage of how I'm feeling because of how I'm being treated. And it's because of the inequality in the sneaker world. It's just, it's unfair and it needs to change. It really does, but we need people to speak up about it. But we are already at a minute, you guys. We're about South Texas here. What's going on, Brittany? Welcome in, Vito. Been all over the block in New York. We, again, are going to be already heading into my live pre-recorded videos. So hopefully you guys are, ready to stay in this here as we beam up together. I'll be writing you guys all on the keyboards here. Thinking about getting your mom her first pair of Jordans. That's a great Mother's Day gift, Alicia. Great Mother's Day gift. All right, and just before we go, you guys, I gotta let you know, I took a huge chubby today, and that was for the A-MA-MANIERE 3s. So you guys have a big, huge video coming up. I cannot wait to show this video. As you guys know, they had the URL change, that 123 Go Humans. Then we had the H captures going on and the questions and the phrases. It was a mess, but hey, through the faith of the good Lord and the sneaker gods, I procured a pair so that I can do an amazing book for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for tomorrow's pickup for the Sakai's. We are on fire here on the Shade team. So we're going to keep pumping this great content out for you guys. As always, it's such a pleasure chatting with all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in to this live. Now let's all head over into the actual edited lookbook. I hope you guys enjoy it. Talk to you on the keyboard here shortly.